So you guys have been filling my inbox with the same question. Are you still selling American Bresse chicks? I am very sorry that I have not been good at responding to that question. I'm sure it seems like a very simple question to you guys, but to me it's really not. I guess let's go to the barn and we can talk about it some more. I gotta milk the cows. The kids are already at the Halloween party and I wanna make it to trick or treat with them, so let's get this done. I had it set up last year that we were gonna stop selling chicks and not sell any after the 1st of September to prepare for the molt and then figure out from there. But actually the molt came a little early for us this year. I struggled to get the last few boxes out in the beginning of September. I had a few that I had to delay a week, but we did end up getting them out. What I ended up doing is letting them start their molt naturally. You just don't know when that's gonna happen. So it definitely throws a variable in there. But now that they've molted, I've got them moved inside in some breeding pens. I'll show you that here in a minute. Let me get this milker on. So now that I got the milker on, I'm gonna take you out back and show you the breeding pens I'm talking about. The nice thing about this bucket milker is you can put it on her, as long as you trust the cow, which I do. They never kick it off unless they're done for a while. So I can go do a few things and while she milks out and come back, so. Wait, here, let me show you this a minute. So in here is our brooder. And there's some breeding stock. That's 3 different weeks of chicks in there. And over here, I probably shouldn't show you guys this, but I'm going to anyways. So over here are some horrible looking American Bresse chicks. And what these are these are all the late hatches, the chicks that look gross and cruddy when they hatch, the ones that don't look very lively. You see, most hatcheries would just discard of them, but I'm not man enough for that, I guess you would say. So I put them in the brooder, and if they live, they live. So these are all the ones that weren't good enough to ship out, weren't good enough that I'm gonna keep them, but they're able to live. So the hens will end up being used as egg production, just for eating eggs, and the roosters will go in the freezer. So I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't do that and probably think it's horrible of me to even try that because I'm letting them suffer, but most of them end up living and being a full-grown chicken. All right, so let's go back here. Believe it or not, this is the back of my barn cleaned out. I still got some work to do. And over here are 3 breeding pens. I moved these inside. All the lights in the back of this pole barn come on with a timer switch. And then I ended up hooking up lights inside each of these breeder pens. So those lights are hooked to an extension cord and they're tied into the light bulb up top that's hooked to the timer switch. So basically I'm giving them the right amount of daylight for them to start laying eggs. So now they're starting to lay eggs decent again after coming out of the molt. So I'm starting to get a good idea of how many eggs I'll be able to get all winter long. So on December 2nd at 6 p.m., which is a Friday, we're gonna put our availability for 2023 on our web store for you to put a deposit down on. We're gonna do boxes of 25 chicks for $250 a box, plus $50 shipping. So when you pre-order them, you pick your date on the web store, you have to put a $20 deposit down on the chicks, and it charges you the shipping up front. I'm not sure why it charges you the shipping up front, but it does. Also, another exciting thing are these shirts we had made, our Bresse's Best t-shirt. We have these for sale on our web store right now. We'll talk more in a video about these shirts. I love how they turned out. I love all the people that have been involved in them. They're all small entrepreneurs doing side hustles, getting it done. And that's probably the best part about these shirts. Our logo is on the back. For every shirt that you order on our web store, you'll be entered to win a free box of American Bresse chicks in 2023. If you win, you tell me the date, and we'll make sure you get that box of chicks on that date. We're gonna do that drawing on December 23rd, live on YouTube. So you have to get your orders in by December 22nd. There is a little bit of a delay because he's gotta make them. We're not making them all ahead of time. So expect a 2 to 3 week delay on actually receiving the shirts. But as soon as you order them, you'll be entered to win the box of American Bresse chicks for 2023. So the answer is yes, we are selling American Bresse chicks again. We plan on upping the volume, but we want to do it responsibly. We only want to put out good quality American Bresse chicks. That's what these breeding pens are about. We're keeping 4 different lines of American Bresse chickens to keep the genetics fresh. That way we can keep a closed flock, but yet rotate the genetics around so you don't get stuck. It's called the spiral mating system. I'll do another video on that in a later date. So if you would, please go to our store, purchase a shirt or 2, get entered to win a free box of American Bresse chicks. When you purchase a shirt on our web store, you'll get on our email list and you'll get a reminder of when chicks become available. Also, we don't oversell our chicks, so there's usually a box or 2 available every week, and we'll send out that email on Mondays telling you that, hey, we got an extra box available, and the first one to go buy it gets it. We're real excited. I'm sorry that I'm not answering all your guys' emails when they come in. I'm doing my best, but I am starting to get a feel of how many chicks we're gonna have available in 2023, and we're gonna get those dates up to you December 2nd, 6 p.m. Mark your calendars. You can order them right off your phone wherever you are. Thank you guys so much for your support. I honestly cannot believe that we've come as far as we have. It means a lot to me and my family, all your guys' comments, well wishes. I showed you guys those big incubators, and there was a lot of you that said, hey, I'm so glad you guys are going after it. So happy for you guys, and that means a lot, so take care.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Is that a great idea?